The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
But first down, Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, nice move. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Sliding out of the pocket. Avoids him at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Hurts rolling to his right. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And you know what we just witnessed, partner? A new NFL record for single-game rushing by a quarterback, breaking Colin Kaepernick's record of 181 yards set in the playoffs back in 2013. How about that?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, CD...
Kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitor.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, he shifts past him. A great return there of 22 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to win by 1 point. That's all that you need.
New York's offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Oh, able to avoid him. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. They'll look to throw now on first down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll look to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Oh, heck. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And then the Giants.
Well, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Jones.
Back to the same target, Campbell.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Campbell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Jones.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, You just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now a 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Eagles,
they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on E!
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
They're brought out by a former #1 overall pick, coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
There's Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
That pattern and scheme was well defined. On 3rd down, he tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a 1st-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll roll him out right. A nice little juke.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A leap, and he's got it. Dallas Goedert high in the air to bring it in.
And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here's now. And for them, maybe tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Goff.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
To the air again. Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jalen Carter gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a gain of 35.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hurts.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Goff now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kirby Joseph in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that'll be caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Caught the defense napping a little bit there, expecting the spike, faked it, completed the pass.
You have to be prepared for everything nowadays. You can't just go off of the look.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Another shot now for this Lions offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's gone.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, look at the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
He's going to try and go deep again.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will take over.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Again, Goff.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Bullock good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On first down, Hurts. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Hurts toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now it's gone. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, gone.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Play action. It's gone. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick-6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. A beautiful fake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Elliott on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And they're going to speed things up here. Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he played well and played a really high level.
Here is going to fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front
They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, it's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Back to throw. Rolling to his right.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second down, here's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out now come the Cowboys. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to a controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome.
Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. They'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Ooh, the juke. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 14 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott now. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Carter able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Get to the football. It's blocked. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt. And I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
23 yards the pickup there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he rifles one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Flushed out right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Dallas Goedert with an acrobatic catch.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Breaks through the contact.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Back to throw here. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive.
As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This is fielded at the 27. Wiggles free.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 58 yards.
And the Eagles are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Cowboys on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Harris Trophy, unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58.
The final act of the 2023 season is at hand. What a spectacle in Las Vegas. We're off in Super Bowl 58. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 8.
Jackson rolling to his right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. buying time to his left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
On first down, Hurts.
A leap, and he's got it. Dallas Goedert high in the air to bring it in.
And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Open man has got it, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
To throw is Jackson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
That's taken on the 25.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he brings it in off the deflection.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts.
20.
Eagles are feeling good. Near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 3.
Now it's Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Jackson on 1st down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Jackson will throw again.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And Jackson going to run again.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 18. They'll set up to throw.
Back to Goddard for another completion.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. Gets around him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
And now here come the Ravens. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Out to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Throwing is Jackson.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Jackson now. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this wind up yielding nothing. Debian Clowney coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete.